Second hit out for today, Division 2 clash between the YJFL under-14s and the SMJFL, the Southern Metro. Big win to Yarra Juniors in the first match we had today by 56 points in the end. And we're underway. Good strong tackle. So Wilson getting first hands on the ball there before that tackle came through. It's socket out towards the half-forward flank. Good aggressive approach there from Clothier, who was able to soccer it into a little bit of space. Still a bit of pressure on, goes in and gets it again there. And then the support arrives. Leopold was there, the quick kick out. It will go out of bounds on the full. So Wilson just opens up the corridor, got a lot of space towards the square, is able to take a bounce, gets around her opponent, gathers, drives it inside 50. Defensive mark has been paid on the second bite there to Newstead in the back pocket, goes into the middle of the ground. Good contest from a few players. The umpires ended up paying the mark there to Cox, who I think felt there were a couple of sets of hands on it, so quickly onto the boot. It's been cut off on the way out here. Crouch has it, goes into the pocket. Mark almost taken floating across there from Allsop, close to the boundary, and it will be tossed back in. By giving them a little bit of time to sort this out. No clean possession. Clearing kick momentarily there for Southern Metro. They're under a bit of pressure here. There might have been a tiny hold on the jumper. The umpire waving that one on. It's bounced out under a bit of pressure. Cox picks it up, tries to feed the hand pass in towards Novello, who was running past. Goes back after it again, Novello. So a couple of touches for her in that piece of play, and it'll be tied up again. So nearly 3 minutes have elapsed. The ball's largely lived down the Yarra end of the ground. So far, Southern Metro defending pretty well. Putting a tackle on there is Barnacle in the pocket. So Cox, 2 efforts in the ruck there, ends up slapping the ball forward. Unable to escape the clutches there was Crouch, who's had a couple of possessions as well. And will ball it up again. Quick give there from Hyde. We'll try to work it into the middle of the ground. Parried around. They concede a little bit of territory. Becomes a bit of a foot race out to the far side. Big pack of players converge on it, and the umpire will duly bounce. Driving the ball into the middle. Work just to hold the tackle off, but then couldn't get the kick away. So that's holding the ball infringement there against Wilson. So chance for Southern Metro to go down towards centre half forward. Well controlled. Good mark taken by Batsakis. Goes out wide, looking for Spinks. Copped a pretty nasty bounce. Ball is squeezed back there by Barnacle. Doesn't go all that far. Kick forward, gains about 10 metres. And the ball will be bounced on the outside of the centre square on the broadcast wing. Cox, who's been rucking pretty well, controlling things in the air. Got another tap down there. It's toe poke towards attacking 50. Numbers with Yarra all parried up towards Shepherd. Goes out towards the wing position. Pearce was there. Good strength. They'll go to half forward. Bit of open space if the ball can get over the back. They've got a few options running past. And it's tied up. And we'll have another stoppage at centre half forward. Spiked forward from this. And for the moment, they're holding up pretty well. Leopold with another possession or another touch of the football there. Good kick under a bit of pressure there just to get it moving forward. Slightly dangerous tackle waved on there as Aylan goes forward. There's some room at the back if they can run onto this. They can streak towards the open goal. Takes a bounce, just needs it to sit. Still got time if she can gather. Will she go off the ground? It's just frantic defensive work there, denying Meldrum that opportunity at the goal. Well played. Good hustle from the Yarra defence. It is the first score though. 6 and a bit minutes in. Kick out, no mark taken. A little bit of a hold on the jumper there, which was spotted. Worrell finds a target there in Spinks on the half-back flank. Sets it up to the contest, going for the height option, just dropping a little bit short. Burrows has it. Burrows will go down the line, straight back from whence it came. And with the second attempt, good run there from Spinks, who drives to half forward, finds a target. Mark taken here by Booth. Booth will go on the outside of the boot, good control of it. Half forward. Forced to defend there via Newstead, who ties it in. Taking a turn in the ruck there was Whitmore. Ball is squeezed forward, coming out after that. Novello down there. In fact, it's Cox who's resting forward with that ruck change. And another stop in play here, about 30 around. So they've done most of the attacking, but the one score on the board is with Southern Metro, who break away and take a bounce, just gaining valuable metres up towards the wing position. Again, not a kind bounce out there. Good control, flicked out there by Hyde. Ball stays in play. Bouncing down towards about 45. Centering kick to the pocket. Cox is the target. Off hands. And that will be the first score. Hand pass into the corridor. A little bit of room as they break free. Down to half forward. Socket clear momentarily from Southern Metro. And we'll have another stoppage here, about 40 around from the Yarra goal. It's a behind a piece, approaching the halfway stages of this quarter. Just squeezing a kick out of there is Whitmore, who's taking a turn at those ruck stoppages. Outside of the right boot. Good kick. So umpire just calling back on the mark. Kicks to a contest. The height advantage was with Yarra. Doing pretty well at the full was Batsakis. Didn't get an effective possession away. It's jagged out of there towards the broadcast wing. Good composure to hold on to it. Shipping it into a little bit of space where they've got the options. Spinks can straighten up. Goes off the ground, close to the boundary line, well controlled. Goes back into a dangerous position. Bounces it inside 50. And another stoppage here, about 40 around from goal. So Yarra looking dangerous when it gets to the outside. In fact, both sides looking pretty good when the ball is out in space. And they get a chance to overlap. Hand pass out of there from Kale. Doesn't go far. Again, they go towards the boundary line, this time via Kemp. And they get the stoppage that they're after. Toe poked into a bit of room inside. Hand pass will come back in the direction of Shepherd. Squeezing kick forward. Southern Metro will take their way out. It gets over the back. Paddling it down. Good hands in there from Cutler, who sends it more central. And it's tied up here and we'll have another stoppage. Socket off the ground there by Curtin. Good strength from Shepherd to charge through. Bouncing it down towards half forward. Hindenburg in the way, stripped of it. Good opportunity now for Nethercoat into the pocket. Close to the boundary. It's kept alive, still hasn't gone out. And instead we'll have it thrown up just inside the field of play. About 7.5 minutes remaining in the term. Quick kick out of there, gaining some valuable metres, but it is going to come straight back in. Matsakis standing in the way, takes the mark and find a target, so they get the next kick. And Spinks will have it in the corridor. Had a bit early, we'll set this up. Got some height down there. The mark is almost pulled in. They also tried to squeeze a little kick off the ground out of there via McCall. It's poked towards the pocket, still in play. Lovely evasive skills to get around a couple. Hand pass back to the square. They tried to manoeuvre a kick via Middenway. The snap into the pocket. Defending gamely here is the SMJFL. And they'll get the desired result with a stop in play. Long ball wide, no mark taken. It'll come back in again. Cocks the target through hands and bouncing into the behind post. So just under 6 minutes. Umpire forced to bounce again. A little bit of a stalemate. Still waiting for the first major here. And a good mark taken Moore can send it back into the pocket. That'll land between several players. Good speed just to accelerate away. Didn't get there on the very last step, though. Tried to get the hand pass towards Cole. It's sent out by the Southern girls again. Not a great bounce for Shepherd, who was down there. Going in after it, there is Cutler. Takes possession, absorbs the tackle, and the ball will be bounced. Whitmore winning the tap, but Southern Metro with the clearing kick out towards the boundary. So 4.5 minutes left. Game has tightened up. Yarra in the early part looked like they were making most of the running. Still had the territory battle very much on their terms, but it is an even contest in general play apart from that. Just leaving it behind was Wilson, who made the running. Comes out towards Whitmore again. Just got the hand pass away. Good strength there from Shepherd, who's been a good player in the early part of the game. Goes to Cole. Cole inside 50. Goes just past Nethercoat there. Quick kick out. Will it stay alive? It just wanted to bounce along the line for a moment and eventually over. .340 left opening quarter. Quick kick there from McCall. She's following up her own ball down there. Getting there first, though, was Wilmot. Hand pass fed back, kick partially smothered. Quick kick into the middle of the ground. It's going to come back again as it was intercepted by Colhoun, who's got it. Kicks towards a leading target. It goes over the head of Pearce. Kale down there as well. Nothing doing as they try to keep that alive with the hand pass back into play. So we'll have another stoppage in the pocket. 2.5 left. Hard to see that one getting out. They just squeezed the hand pass late. Monaghan sends the kick further afield down towards the wing. So they gain some good meterage down towards the interchange gate side. And eventually they get the stoppage pretty much bang on halfway. Good work. Pick up and quick kick forward. O'Callaghan down towards attacking 50. Soccer that one off the ground. Instead down there, we'll see Cole lay a good tackle. Trying to shovel the hand pass out. The coat free kick for a hold will go the way of the YJFL. Just over a minute to play in this quarter. Whitmore's kick goes through the hands, and after it there was McCall. Ball stays in play, but only for a moment and over for a throw-in. So potentially last chance to score will go the way of Yarra with 50 seconds to go. So the clock keeps running on those stoppages and between scores. Taken here by Cutler, who steps back in. Left foot kick into the middle of the grounds. Will be one back. Is there time enough here with about 20 seconds left? There's actually only two players behind this contest on the ground. Goes to centre half forward. Good contest put on there by Kemp. And that should see us through to the bell. And at quarter time and an even affair. In general play, the YJFL side have had the better of the territory, but around the play it's been very even and hard fought, and we finished the term all square at 1 behind apiece. So a lot to play out and a hard game to get a read on in terms of who might break it open. As you say, YJFL probably on the balance of things with play and territory, but even directly at those clearances. So at quarter time, we're all square. We'll take a little break and be back after the huddles for the second term.
I've been in the dental industry for 27 years. I've had my own business for around 20 years. Sponsoring and supporting over 60 sporting clubs, from footy to rugby, to gyms, to schools, all types of contact sports. When an athlete comes up to me like a boxer and wants their logo, a special design, I love making it. Their smile on their face when they're wearing the mouth guard in the ring. If it's not a Sports Saver Australia mouth guard, it's not a mouth guard. These are custom made, professionally fitted. You'll get the best comfort, best design, and most importantly, you'll protect your teeth.
So second quarter about to kick off here. Southern Metro attacking to the left of your stream, and with the first chance to get the clearance via Van Hoos inside, mark taken defensively. And they've got a bit of run out here. There's a couple of options if they can deliver it. It comes out wide. They've got a bit of time. They should share this by hand, and they do. It creates an opportunity for them to move down the broadcast wing. Spinks with the long ball forward through the hands of Crouch, who held front position. And now just taking the tackle was Middenway. Thought about the option coming past, but just locking it in and giving them a chance from the set play. Good evasion there from Gaylor just to keep the hands high and break the tackle. Burrows bouncing it forward. Good little knock on. It gives them a chance in some space. Hyde, hand passing forward. They can run to the edge of 50. Vanderwen goes deeper, so about 20 metres out. Good tackle. And we'll have a ball up at the top of the square. Outside of the boot there from Kemp. Goes across the face in the pocket. Good tackle put on by Shaw down there. The clearing kick. He's going to come straight back. Mark taken just outside 50. Meldrum sets it up to about 30 through the hands of Hyde. Another clearing ball, but only momentarily, you sense there for the YJFL. Monaghan almost took the mark. Also around there was Burrows again. It's worked forward. Chance for Kemp to go towards goal, and it's clipped fingers on the way through. Oh no, in fact they've paid the goal. Well, it looked, at least from our vantage point, like maybe that had touched some hands, but no protesting from the defence. So looks as if that did sail through. And we get the first goal of the game as a result of that. 1-1-7, 2-1 behind. A bit of a stalemate from the stoppage. So the opening goal coming 3 minutes into the term. 6-point lead as a result of that. Leaving the ball behind was Cox, who was influential in that first quarter. Trying to escape there was Monaghan. No effective possession. Jagging the kick out was Burrows, but also smothered. Good strength from Morrison trying to barge through. Another clearance into some space, so it becomes a foot race here. It's players tracking it from a number of angles. Clever little kick into some space. The ball will eventually, or at least the plan is for it to sit up. It just didn't bounce on that last leap, and a push paid there will go the way of Hyde. So just held up their run as they were, you sense, about to link up from that. Kicks to half forward. Trapped on the bounce. Good tackle from Batsakis, and they win the ball back. Spinks will charge through. takes the tackle, and the umpire deems that that was prior opportunity. Free kick will go the way of Shaw. Shaw to centre half forward. Picked up at the back by Morrison. Awkward bouncing ball. The defence doing pretty well to keep that in front. And then stepping through there was Vase. Into the middle of the ground. Spinks will paddle it into the path of a teammate. Created a bit of space into the middle of the ground looking for Wilson. Again, they just chip away, gaining metres. They push it beyond halfway. Now they've got possession. Can they make something of it? Wilson takes the tackle and will get a stoppage. So good work just forcing it forward. Cox back in the ruck now. Meldrum went in the direction there of Shaw. Good work putting the body in, comes back out towards Shaw. Good hand pass back towards the voice, taken by Meldrum again, who bounces it to half forward. Enjoying a good few minutes here. Southern Metro, similar, certainly not a breeze blowing or anything like that, but in the first game, the left of the stream was the end that dominated scoring and play, and it looks maybe like that trend is continuing with the ball living down that end in the first quarter, and again in this one. Comes out towards Van der Ween, goes back to the top of the square. It sort of parries through hands, quickly onto the boots. One-on-one contest there. Spinks with the tackle. Tries to go off the ground. They hold things up for the moment. Good little intercept there and a quick snap in the direction of goal there from Burrows. Bounces over for a throw-in. Trying to step out of the tackle. Was caught around the leg. There was Vase. Hand pass comes out. Clearing kick. And again, it becomes a bit of a foot race. There's a 2-on-1 in favour of Southern Metro. It's a good tackle from Wilson. They were just able to get the kick away as they escaped at the last moment. Knocked down there by Colquhoun, close to the pocket. Hurried snap back to a dangerous position. Chance for Kemper, who should be able to kick the goal. Just hits the wrong part of the ball there. The old fat side, as they say, where it goes straight. Outside of the boot. 1-on-4 here, so challenge for Yarra Juniors. Comes through again. Now the flying shot at goal is long and bounces on its point. Stays inside the field of play. That's almost holding the ball based on prior opportunity. Quick snap again back to a dangerous position in the corridor. So Burrows will go back to the top of the square. No mark. Working the way through. Down to half forward line. Quick kick forward. Trying to go off the ground there. Van der Ween. High kick to centre half back. Lands on its point. Bounces in the air. Kick smothered. So they've got it up to basically the point of the centre circle. 11 minutes left in the quarter. Taken away there by Meldrum. To half forward, and Hyde, another one enjoying a pretty good quarter. Goes into some space for Van der Ween. That space very quickly closed down. Good strength in the tackle from Worrell. The ball will go out towards the wing position, and again it becomes a battle of pace, and getting there first with Spinks goes towards Wilson, who thought she'd probably got rid of one of those chasing players, but the other one right on the scene, which was Monaghan, who wins the free kick. Monaghan sets it up. Trying to gather it there, Van Hoos, and we'll have another stoppage about 35-40 around. Comes out again. We'll bounce that one forward. Monahan again quickly onto the boots. Good play at the back there from Batsakis, who's been a solid contributor today. Goes into the middle of the ground. Little back heel from Alsop trying to create something for a teammate running past. Batsakis in the way once again. Now Burrows, who's had a bit of it. Umpire gave them some time to sort that out, but in the end, the ball will be bounced. Socket out. Chasing hard after it there is Cole. Ball does stay in play. Cole in front of the interchange bench. Tries to evade a couple of tackles. Hand passes taken there by Cutler. Bounces it down towards half forward. Cole involved again. And the umpire forced to bounce. Giving them a fair bit of time to sort this out on the far side, and eventually the kick does come out. Bouncing up the line. Neat little hand pass there from Nethercott, but right on the scene, Southern Metro to hold things up. So 8 minutes. See grey clouds start to move a little bit closer. We did have plenty of sunshine to start the game, so maybe we'll have a little bit of weather to contend with. Hold of the jumper, said the umpire. So into the middle, trying to back there, run again, finds Spinks in a bit of space, runs forward, chips to half forward, well-weighted kick. They've got 3 players in the vicinity to mark that one. There was a chance for Crouch, who's coming in from the side. They've been able to keep possession, though. They'll now bounce it inside 50. Hand pass will come out in the direction of Cole, who's doing a mountain of running. She was in the back pocket a moment ago. Good tackle put on by Crouch. And they'll keep the ball in the area and have a stoppage just outside 50. Whitmore taking her turn in the ruck. She's rucking about half the quarter with Cox the other half. Into a bit of space. Hand pass just allowing them to maintain possession. So we'll do it again. 6:40 left, second term. Ineffective kick there, just dribbling off the boot, but no prior opportunity. Stripped of the ball there was Morrison. Hits the deck. And we'll do it again. So chance for the Yarra Juniors, who haven't had a lot of forward territory in this quarter, to maybe pounce on something here. Kick smothered. Can they extract it from one of these? It's a good bit of ruck work. No prior opportunity, though, flashing through, but did well to feed the teammate in Vase, who was charging inside 50. And they get another stoppage, so just getting these repeat opportunities down there. And now they've got a chance. Cutler will go forward. Chance for Curtin down there. It's won back here by Yarra Juniors. Will go to half forward on the bounce, trapped at 50. Good tackle. Squeezing a kick out of there is Surace into the middle. 2-on-2 ahead, bouncing it forward. Yarra at the back. Burrows. Kick was ineffective. Use of the body was good down there from Smart. Kick back in towards the corridor. Whitmore was there. Hyde gets herself in the way. Jamming the kick inside 50. Crouch. Good acceleration. If it gets through there, a chance. Towards Cox at the top of the square. Met in a tackle. They win the ball back. Southern Metro, but only momentarily. The kick was smothered, so they're still under the pump. Socked towards the line. And the ball will be thrown in. That's a very good tap into the path of a teammate in base who was running towards goal. And the kick just travels across the face for one behind. Margin sits at 5. Very even contest in general play. 1-1 to 2 behinds. It's a risky ball. Trying to get that one out of defence. Middenway was able to impact it in the air. Vase again, been good around the stoppages, managed to extract a kick there and gain about 20 or so metres. They'll get a boundary throw in a little bit closer to goal. Cox with the hand pass. Clearing ball. It should favour Yarra, and it does. Good attack on the ball there from Worrell. Bends the kick around. Nice mark taken. Under a bit of defensive pressure is Kale. Kale's high kick to a contest. Whitmore just getting it away. Cole tracking forward. Gets the hand pass. Vase again. Good strength to extract a kick once more in the direction of Smart. And it'll be tied up 2.5 to play in the first half. So Vase got another possession there towards Shepherd. Shepherd now tackling. Southern Metro will get the kick out, but it looks like it will only be momentarily again. The numbers all with Yarra. Hurried snap forward there from Worrell will be turned back over. Sets it up to the wing. Good strength there, and Hyde's kick slightly dangerous across defensive 50. Back into the corridor. Can they make something of this, Yarra? I'll get another stop in play about 35 from goal inside the last 90 seconds. Tracking after it was Booth. So we'll get another stoppage. So one last chance perhaps for Yarra to score. Wrong into the ground for Southern Metro unless they can break quickly from this. So it looks as if Yarra will have that last opportunity. Cox with the tap. Out there it's well controlled by Tomeski down towards the wing. Front of the interchange gates. They've worked it up to halfway, Southern Metro, so that should do the scoring for the half. And as we get a stoppage, the siren will sound before the ball returns to play. And a tight, entertaining contest. Hard to get a read on which way it will go. Kemp with the goal in that quarter. Terrific bit of work centering it to the square and then getting the right drift on the ball to give them that advantage. So 5 points at half-time. We'll take a break as the players head to their huddles. Very much a decent chance that we might get some rain in the second half, just looking at the skies overhead. Yarra looking to make it a double today after their Division 1 girls won by 55 points in the earlier match. They are in the contest here, a tight affair in Game 2. We'll take a break and be back with more soon.
I've been in the dental industry for 27 years. I've had my own business for around 20 years, sponsoring and supporting over 60 sporting clubs, from footy to rugby to gyms to schools, all types of contact sports. When an athlete comes up to me like a boxer and wants their logo, a special design, I love making it. They smile on their face when they're wearing the mouth guard in the ring. If it's not a Sportsaver Australia mouthguard, it's not a mouthguard. These are custom made, professionally fitted. You'll get the best comfort, best design, and most importantly, you'll protect your teeth.
Second half about to commence. Tight game. Opportunistic goal breaking that deadlock in the second term. Southern Metro first hands on it, but not the clean clearance just yet. Now they'll get their chance to move it forward towards a 2-on-2. Can they get a little bit of space in front of the ball? Not quite yet. Hyde burrowing after it. Been at the coalface quite a bit here. The umpire waving play on as Hyde goes after it once again. Trying to extract it as well was Tomeski. And the umpire will ball it up just outside 50. So the bounce again. Good tap win there from Van Hoos. It's worked back into the middle of the ground. Good tackle there from Spinks. Very unlucky not to perhaps get the free kick there. Spun the full revolution. Newstead got it out. Spinks goes after it again. Bouncing kick forwards. And almost the old drop kick on the way back through. Spinks back in after it again. Good strength. Head over the ball there at the bottom as well from Brown. So Whitmore gets the turn in the ruck again. Ball parries around a little bit. Good hand pass out. Spinks breaks the first tackle. Left foot kick. Bounce down towards half forward. Quickly back into the middle of the ground from Southern Metro. Nice little knock on there from Curtin to make sure that they kept the footy, and they'll get a free kick as well for a bit of interference on Tomeski. Got some options out towards the broadcast side of the ground. Good mark taken on the intercept from Spinks. Had 4 or 5 in the early part of the third quarter. Good contest in the air. Umpire waving that one on. Probably fair enough in the air too. Crouch got the hand pass away. Brown at the full. Make sure that that doesn't escape. Good tap from Van Hoos. And tied up again. Liked the quarter of Vase in that third term. In the second term, rather. Got a lot of clearances. Down towards the boundary. And tied up. Long time for the umpire on the whistle, but eventually calls it as Kemp is worked over. It was almost out of play, but we'll have the ball in just inside the field of play. Van Hoos, again, pretty good ruck work on a few occasions in this quarter. And we'll get the chance to do it again. Good punch once more out to Tomeski, who's been a good player in this quarter too. Spinks caught, and the umpire has paid a free kick, which will go the way here of Brown. Brown, Lotus centre half forward, that'll work out okay. Taken out on the lead here by Middenway. Middenway sets this one up to the pocket. Punched away close to the boundary line. Southern Metro will float the kick. Vase is close to it, and it goes over for a throw-in. And there might be a bit of an issue here. Caught one potentially in the nose, but here, or in the forehead. Just getting some attention. And hopefully we'll be up on her feet shortly. Certainly the top of the head. It's a long way from the interchange benches on the other side of the ground, so it's taken them a while to get across and lend that assistance. It's a shame. Had a very good start to the quarter, so hopefully we'll be okay in a moment to resume. Just help to her feet now, and we'll make her way off. Potential head clash or something on that side. So the teams in their huddles will just be a momentary pause as Van Hoos makes her way from the field. So we'll get the resumption here. Chance for Whitmore. Short kick through the hands of Wilson. And the umpire calls for a bounce with Christian at the fall there. So a few repeat stoppages in a row on this broadcast side. Yarra Juniors slightly in attack. So that's been the end where most of the play has been all day, really, in both games, with the exception probably of the last quarter in the first game when Yarra went ballistic at the other end, kicking 5 goals to zip. Brown did well to just extract that ball out. Comes out towards Spinks again, who's had a big quarter. That kick smothered on the ricochet. Chance for Southern Metro to bounce it down. Vase gets it again. Kicks on the outside of the right boot. Clears several players at the back. Wilson shows good dash to get away and then caught. That's a brilliant tackle. And a free kick will go the way of Kale. Excellent defensive pressure. Goes into the middle there. The tackle put on by Leopold. Brown caught. Into the centre half forward area. And the umpire will bounce it once more. So probably 80 from the Yarra goal, attacking to the left of the streams in this quarter. Whitmore got that down towards Wilson, and that'll be holding the ball. Again, that tackling pressure has been a feature in this quarter. Burrows with the free kick. At centre half back. I think that was indeed Cutler. So it's now at half forward. It's bounced inside. Well trapped there by Vanderven, straightening up. A good tackle put on by Curtin. All fed back, kick smothered. It'll stay inside the field of play underneath the electronic scoreboard. Just squirts out the back and they squeeze a kick in towards goal. Vanderven again goes to about 35. Pressure is high. Kick smothered. Going in low. And almost winning the free kick of the fall of that was O'Callaghan, who might have been caught smidge high. So the free kick will go the way of Curtin here. Ten minutes of playing time left in the term. Goes Corridor trap there by Shaw. Good hands out towards Spinks. Tried to break the tackle by Deeming. No pry there, just got a little bit of a touch on it perhaps with the boot. Now she turns tackler and reverses that roll. Comes back out to her this time. Goes to the left foot low kick. Good burrowing in from both players there with Tomeski, who's had a good quarter two, involved. She'll now take the ruck work straight off the back of that. Good play though from Shaw just to buffet her opponent out of the way. Squeezing kick out there in the direction of Kemp, just bounced off the chest. It's going to be perhaps called for the bounce, and it will. Another tight contest. 9 minutes left in the third term. Southern Metro taking their turn to attack. Kemp just got the hand pass away. Little toe poke off the ground from Curtin. Quick kick out. Will come back again. Newstead takes the mark. Couple of kicks from goal. Was able to accelerate to about 50. Tries to hit up the leading target. Vase's kick is smothered. Comes out there towards Monaghan, who's been another solid player. Good control of the ball there from Booth. It's going to be cut off though by Hyde. Hyde, can she hit a target? It's turned over with a defensive mark on the last line. Kicks out into the path there of Cole, who's has the C's part in front and can use that space to drive the ball forward. If it sits, they are a chance to run away. Good tackle again and holding the ball. They've won at least 3 holding the ball free kicks in this quarter. With that pressure, Sphinx underneath it takes the mark in midfield. Goes to centre half forward, a little bounce. And it's trapped and back into the middle. So again, we get a foot race. Stops in, basically in the circle. You can get numbers there. Hyde playing a tenacious game again as it's paddled on by Vatsakis. And we'll have another stop in play. Quick kick to centre half forward, front and centre work is good. Just flicking it into a bit of space was Curtin. This one back down towards the wing position. Bouncing ball for McCall. Do a stack of favours. There was a high contact free kick in there. Head over the ball and winning it was Shaw, who's had a good quarter as well. Sets it up. A couple of options underneath that one. Good play by Kemp. Quickly gets boot to ball down to half forward. Good mark taken. Contested mark from Meldrum. Sets it up. Ball hits the deck about 45 from home. And it'll be another stop in play. False start, obviously. Good clearance into the middle of the ground. Can Yarra get some open play here? Good attack on the ball from a number of angles. Wilmot was in there. It does get out to the outside now, and they've got some space over the back. Whitmore takes the mark. Will play on quickly. Open territory ahead. Run down and gone once more. That's 4 run down holding the ball tackles in the quarter. It's been a real feature of what they've been able to do just to put the clamps on at really key stages. It'll go deep inside the forward line again and bounce and run on. Boundary line looks like it'll win the day. Just almost bouncing off the post there and keeping it in play. which might create the odd problem for them. Meldrum's down there as well. Can Yarra scrounge something from this? They finally get a little bit of space. Boot to ball and the goal. McCall able to squeeze the kick out of there and puts them in front with that major inside the last 5 minutes at 128 to 117. So it'll be a Yarra ball in the middle. Wilson gives herself a little bit of room. Sends a kick out wide. They've got a bit of space to work in. Rankin down there. So down to just under 4 minutes. Unable to get the kick out of there, and we'll have another stoppage. So, a 1 point game. Yarra leading for the first time in the contest. Conceded the opening score. They've effectively trailed since that moment, but now lead it, and just in the last few minutes getting a bit more space inside 50. The off the ground ball is a clever option. They gain about 20 metres with that, and we'll get the boundary throw in within striking distance if they can win another stoppage here. Cox tried to take that ball out of the ruck. A few options buzzing around the vicinity trying to pounce. Kick partially smothered. Close to the boundary and over it goes. Outside of the boot. Quick kick. Land about 35 metres out. Good work at the back. Hurried shot towards goal. And it's through from Middenway. Ball sat up, quickly onto the boot, quick thinking, and back-to-back goals in the last couple of minutes. And with that, a 7-point advantage, 2-2-14 to 1-1-7. Able to pounce. And a little potentially decisive move in the game. Trapped in front by, on that occasion, Gafer unable to control it. Can Southern Metro get one back here? They'll go inside 50. It'll bounce down towards the leading target in Shaw. Gets a little bit of room. Sends a high kick deep towards the pocket. It'll bounce on and through for a behind. So scoring opening up a bit in the last couple of minutes, and still only one kick in the game at 2-2 to 1-2. With 40 seconds left in the quarter, Yarra would just need to make sure they don't turn the ball over here, and they should be able to maintain this lead into the quarter. Almost a mark completed there to Batsakis. Did most of the work. Ball thrown up, about 20 seconds left in the quarter, basically 50 from goal. So Southern Metro, the team with the chance to score if they can be quick enough from here. Good tackle put on there by Ross. Socket off the ground. They create a little bit of space, and with that they should be able to navigate their way to the siren. Doing well just to maintain possession was Wilson, and they do get to the bell with that. 2 goals in quick time, kicked by McCall and Middenway. Gives them a 6-point advantage at 2-2-14 to 1-2-8. This coverage for Game Face. We'll take a quick break and the big final term to come with this contest very much up for grabs. Last quarter about to get underway. Anyone's contest. The game felt like, not just in terms of the scoreboard, but opened up in the last 5 to 10 minutes with some space and run. And as a result, quite a number of shots at goal and one kick in it as we start the last term. So 20 minutes and counting, so 1950 either way for these two sides. Hand pass in towards the centre circle. Cox got there first, squeezed a little kick, only went about a metre or so. Umpire paid a hold. That looked as if it was a bit of 50-50 each way on that as it goes down towards the wing position. Brown hooks the kick around. Good contest in the air, and then floating across was Spinks in the front to take the mark. And there she goes and gets her own footy after Brown had her kick smothered. Like the game of Shaw as well, who's playing well. Chips it into the middle of the ground. Bounces towards Boyd Turner. In the corridor now, hand pass fed back. Good run here from Meldrum. Goes forward looking for Morrison, but it's intercepted between wing and the halfback flank from Cole. Sets the kick up in the air. Good work from Meldrum, who kept following that one up. Carter did well to get the hand pass away. Umpire must have declared that was touch. Certainly wouldn't be an issue on distance. So the ball will be tossed in the air. Hand pass into a little bit of space. Gaffer did mention earlier there was a Marku in the previous game, a Gaffer there as well. So for the old school AFL fans and connections, as it's taken through there. Hand pass into some space. Now the quick kick forward. Is there a chance here for Vanderven to make something happen? Keeps that alive with the centering kick. If it gets over the back, they could certainly be dangerous. Pouncing on it there also is Burrows. And the umpire is going to pay a free kick here the way of the Southern Metro side, who have got it probably 35 out. Tricky little part of the ground. Down towards the top of the square. Squeezing kick out of there is a behind, which is a handy point because obviously a goal would give them the lead now. Of course, the King's Birthday weekend interleague action across a number of competitions will continue on Monday. Of course, the King's Birthday itself. Another round of fixtures snapped down towards the goal square. It goes over the back. It'll run on and on and on and to the right-hand side. Just missing the post there. High kick. Looking for some support. They're able to clear it outside defensive 50. That'll work for them. Gets them into a bit of space, so they get some relief. The ball's lived in their defence for the last couple of minutes, taken there by Allsop. Good hands towards Leopold. And a half forward. Flicks through. Trying to get boot to ball. Umpire calls play on Shaw. Hand pass over the top. Can they get a little bit of room here? Kemp actually takes the bounce, accelerates away, kicks towards goal and gets it. Got both of them and that was a beauty. And they regain the advantage. Sending the kick wide, that works out okay. They mark it at half forward. Patsakis sets the kick up. So it's a point, or 2 points the difference now. 14:40 left in the contest. Might have been high contact there on Cole. They just get the hand pass out. Bouncing ball there from Smart down towards the top of the square. Clearing kick works out okay. Taken by Shaw. Risky kick in towards the corridor. Hand pass out into the path of Spinks. He's got some room. Can accelerate away. Gets boot to ball. Gains about another 10 metres. Bouncing down towards the top of the square. Can they squeeze a kick out of this? Held up and a stoppage about 10 metres from goal. So draws it back to a point from that. 2-3 to 2-4. Good kick up the middle, but a good intercept mark taken by Middenway, who kicked a goal that gave them the advantage in the third quarter. Chance for Wilson to accelerate a bit closer to goal. Chips it into a dangerous position and they've got the mark. Allsop has it. Now a score, or behind would level the scores. A goal would put them in front. So the game is, you get a little bit of fatigue setting in. Does open up. It's close to the line and it's off hands for a point. And scores are indeed level. So we're on attacking 50. And the ball will be tossed up again. Vase has been good around stoppages. Can she be again here in these closing moments? Tackle put on there by Spinks and also Brown in there. And we'll have a bounce. Scores level, 12:20 left to play. Stepping through there, well, was Ross Handler. Burrows in after it again. Now it is Leopold. Burrows. One back. Good play by Vase again. Just that good clearance work. Goes forward towards the boundary. Kept in play. And it remains in play as they work it out. Goes over the head there of Hyde. Burrows. Goes end over end, bouncing it forward of the wing. Becomes a foot race. Tracking after it there is Gafer. Concedes a bit of territory but does get possession. Couldn't break the tackle. Umpire gave plenty of time, deeming that the kick in the end was enough. Close to the line. So we're about 55 around. Very much anyone's contest. And we'll have another stop in play. Clever knock on there from Meldrum, but have they got the support runners to take advantage of that? We'll have a bounce. Taken here by Tomeski. Good third quarter for her. Down to a good position where Van der Veen tries to dribble off the outside of the right boot, but had numbers in the way, so couldn't get the ball through. 15 metres out, kick smothered. Taken here again by Shaw, who's been very good. It floats and it bounces almost on the line, pops up in the air, and the point gives them the lead. 2-5 plays 2-4. Still plenty of time, 9:50. Close to the boundary. Good work to not give away the free kick there and control the ball. So another stoppage potentially here. Umpire giving them a little bit of time as the ball works clear of that. They'll snap it up towards the wing. Every 50-50 here. It's a huge ball to win. McCall, who kicked Yarra's first goal, was involved in that. Southern Metro will relish this opportunity just to get a bit of a territorial advantage, although Brown squeezes it a bit further afield. And we'll have another bounce. They've worked it up almost to the wing position now, where that was Wilmot. And we'll do it again. Over the top there, Leopold. Comes out towards Kemp, who kicked a terrific goal in this quarter. High contact free kick at the fall here to Burrows. Plays a lot like that name. Gets in and under. Goes with the torpedo there towards centre half forward. Good mark taken. Always awkward to mark balls spinning like that. Goes across goal. Bit of a foot race here. Pearce should get there first. They'll go out towards the wing. Good contest. It'll be a free kick if it's not a mark to Wilmot. Down the line on the kick. Big ball to be won. Barreling it forward. Good grab taken again defensively. Can they launch something from this? 7:20 goes to the run of Brown, who goes down the middle. Can they get some link up? Umpire has found a free kick in there, which I think was kicking in danger. And that'll be paid a contested mark there to Batsakis, whose height has been a factor. Found an option at half forward there in Cole. Didn't quite take the mark. Thought about going left or right and ended up being wrapped up in that tackle. Good work to escape there was Tomeski. It's at the wrong end of the ground for them, though, as Yarra get their chance within a point, 6:15. Clock will continue to run. Batsakis trying to win that tap. It's socket forward a little bit. They gain some metres there via Whitmore. Just getting the hand pass away. Shepherd gets around a couple. Lost possession of the ball. Wasn't necessarily tackled. Wilmot goes after it. Shepherd back in again. Good play. Rescue manages to go back with the centering. It's a dangerous kick. Cole's there. Look for an option coming past. Could have had the shot at goal. Goes to Smart. Smart will bounce it forward and level the scores. Just needed that half chance, and we do draw level again. Two five. 5 minutes to play. That's a good kick. Finds Clothier. Shepherd, stripped of it. Hyde over the line. Vase with another clearance. Gains valuable metres. Left foot snap. Comes back to that player in Vase who can load up again for them. Wobbly kick into the pocket. Is it a case that next score wins with 4 minutes to go? Every possibility that that's the case. McCall just getting boot to ball. We'll do it again. So right into the ground for Yarra. If they can kill a bit of time and then scrounge a score, and they might have negotiated their way through. Ward feels like she's one that could potentially be a game breaker. Has to tackle there. Yarra with a quick kick, and they get a mark on the end of this. It bounces through a few sets of hands. Kick partially smothered. Cox is in there. Cole's in there. It goes off the ground. Whitmore can't get the hand pass away. The tackling's been very, very good. Very rare that we've seen any player break away in that situation. Tackles have stuck, and we'll go with another ball up. 2:40 left on the clock. As the time ticks down, all three possibilities on the table. Draw or win either way. There might only be time for one score, given the ball keeps on running. The time keeps on running if the ball goes back to the middle. Dispossessed in a tackle there was Worrell. So we're about to tick under 2 minutes. It's 48 metres around from the Yarra goal. Looking to record a double today after a big win in the earlier Division 1 clash. Is this the breakaway though for Southern Metro? They got themselves up into the middle of the ground. Ward keeps influencing things, snaps that forward. There is so much open space ahead as it goes down towards the Yarra interchange bench. And they're held up, and now in terms of territory, it's advantage Southern Metro as they've got it beyond halfway, 90 seconds. A couple of kicks from scoring range. Can they get the ball inside 50 from this one? Burrows gives them the first opportunity. They've got it to about 45. Big ball to be won. Dinky little kick. And now socket off the ground. It's got through. Chance at the back. They can run and dribble it on towards goal, but they've got the goalkeeper back waiting there. It was Boyd Turner that went low with the kick. It's driven out towards defensive 50. That's very smart defensive play to be standing back in that position, knowing that if there was a hurried kick, it probably wouldn't be the player sort of looking too much. They'd just be hacking it in the direction of goal, and that may well be the game-saving play with 40 seconds to go. The decision to get back into the goal square has probably saved them. As we're going to have another bounce here with 30 seconds left. You sense that only Southern Metro can win based on the time and proximity if they can jag a score from here. Tomeski close to the line. Strong tackle. That was probably holding the ball. Play on's the call. It goes up towards the wing position. Well trapped there by Densley. Is there one last opportunity? They're going to have to be very quick. The siren is going to beat them, and we're going to finish all square. Great effort. If you were to highlight something, getting back on the last line there to deny on that final piece of play. Low scoring, but very entertaining contest. Not much between them all day. They were pretty even in terms of defensive pressure, in terms of run and carry, in terms of potent forwards, midfield strength. And in the end, they finish in that exact position. We'll see these sides in action again. We'll see these players in action again over the coming days as part of this extended weekend of Interleague footy. And both sides should be pretty well pleased with that at 2-5-17 apiece. Both had their chances, both in a lot of ways deserved to win, but neither probably deserved to lose. And they do end up all square. We'll sign off here. Still plenty of coverage to come over the course of the day. We've been here for Game Face. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage. And we look forward to catching you again soon.